Psalms 22, 4 through 6. Our fathers trusted in you. They trusted, and you delivered them. They cried unto you, and were delivered. They trusted in you, and were not confounded. But I am a worm, and no man, a reproach of men, and despised of the people. This psalm is about Jesus. My God, why have you forsaken me? This is what Jesus said on the cross. Here we see Christ speaking through David, speaking through the psalmist in prophetic utterance. And what does Jesus say through David? Our fathers trusted in you. They trusted, you delivered them, but I am a worm and no man, a reproach of men and despised of the people. Think about what Jesus was going through on the cross in his greatest hour of need, his greatest hour of temptation. He had never done a wrong thing in his life, no guile in his mouth, nothing bad in his heart, sinless and flawless. If there were anybody in the history of mankind who could lay claim to the promises of God, such as that the righteous will be delivered, that the Lord hears the prayers of the righteous, it would be Jesus. He was the only one to accomplish God's righteousness. He was the only one to live a sinless, flawless life. He was the only one who never did fall short of God's glory, but who perfectly reflected God's glory. And if there were ever a man worthy of God's deliverance and who earned it, it was Jesus. But in his greatest hour of need, the heavens were silent and he forsaken. And what of Jesus, who on the cross may have been tempted by Satan or the flesh to think, well, what about Noah? What about Moses, the patriarchs, David, all those men who certainly weren't flawless, but sinned over and over again? Even they called on the Lord's name, and he delivered them. And yet here is the Son of God, the flawless, righteous Son of God, the branch of righteousness. And he calls on the name of the Lord and finds no answer and finds no deliverance. But we know that Jesus was made into sin, who knew no sin, that we might be made into the righteousness of God. This was no mistake. He chose to humble himself and empty himself and put himself in this position so that we might lay hold on those promises and find deliverance, though we don't deserve them, for we inherit them through Jesus and his merits.